Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this preview predictions video for Backlash, which I'm really excited for. I'd say I'm probably more excited for NXT TakeOver this weekend than I am for Backlash, but I'm really intrigued by Backlash, and the reason for that is because there are a couple of matches on here that could absolutely steal the show. You know, we're going to see Shinsuke Nakamura's debut match on the main roster, which is going to be huge. You know, his entrance is going to be epic. It's just a shame it's not in like a stadium. And it's inside an arena instead, but still, it's going to be cool. And then also you got Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. AJ Styles, arguably, undoubtedly, the greatest wrestler in the world right now. So that match has got, you know, classic written all over it. As well as that, you're going to see some really intriguing matches. You know, are we going to get one of the most shocking upsets ever? And could we see Jinder Mahal walk away as the new WWE champion? Are we going to get another massive upset as well and see Breezango walk away with the Smackdown Tag Team Championships? That would, I mean, they've come out of nowhere. They are some of my favourite performers on either of the rosters, Raw or SmackDown. I've been a Breezango fan for a long time. I hope they do it. But we'll get to the match as to whether I think they'll do it or not. Let's start with the pre-show. Let's talk about Ty Dillinger against Aidin English. I think this is pretty straightforward. I think this is Ty Dillinger. I think that he's going to quite easily overcome Aidin English. Aidin English, I'm not sure what plans they had for him as a solo star. Obviously, he's been in the Vaudevillains tag team, but now he finds himself as a singles wrestler. And the gimmick he's got, I believe, is a gimmick he had down in NXT before the Vaudevillains formed. And yeah, I don't think there's plans for him. I think that he's just going to be there to kind of enhance other talent, kind of in a jobber role, which, you know, it would be fine in the short term, but I do hope they find something for Aidin English going forward, because I do think he's a very competent wrestler. He's not very flashy, but, you know, he's solid in the ring. But all of that to one side, this has to be Ty Dillinger. You know, he's got fantastic gimmick, the 10 gimmick. You know, his entrance and the chants. He's got the crowd support. Again, he's not the flashiest of people in the ring, but he's got some nice moves. Really great transitions. You know, he's had a few great matches, actually. His kind of rivalry with Eric Young was quite interesting down in NXT. So, yeah, you know, and also his rivalry with Bobby Roode was interesting as well. So we have seen some strong matches from Ty Dillinger. I know that he's got it in him to maybe not steal the show, but certainly put on a very strong, very memorable match. They need to do that. They need to make a statement. This is not a match that either of them can afford to like phone in. So I will be watching this, and I hope that Ty Dillinger wins, and I hope that it's a great match. Next up, I've got Luke Harper against Eric Rowan in a battle of the two former Wyatt family members. Now, I think Luke Harper wins this. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward. Eric Rowan, I think, won on Smackdown Live the other week, so I can see them kind of giving a victory back to Luke Harper, and then this feud continues. Not sure what's going to happen in the end. Smackdown Live, we're going to talk about this going forward, really needs heels, and you know, maybe they go all in on Eric Rowan and try and build him up with this kind of, it's not a new gimmick, but like the different sheet masks that he's using at the moment. Maybe there's something in that. Again, though, it wouldn't surprise me if they go with Luke Harper eventually and try and build him up maybe. It's a tough one to call, like for the feud, but I think for this match, it's going to be Luke Harper. Next up, we've got Sami Zayn against Baron Corbin. Again, this could be a sleeper match. This could steal the show. Both guys can work. Baron Corbin, not the most exciting in-ring technician, but certainly can hold his own. Sami Zayn is one of the most exciting in-ring technicians. You know, he's got a fantastic arsenal of moves and things that he can do. So this will be one to watch. I think they go with Corbin, again, for that same reason we just spoke about. They need heels, and I think they go with Baron Corbin. We could then see Baron Corbin being built up as, you know, a future challenger to whoever wins the WWE Championship. But yeah, I don't see Sami Zayn getting the victory here. Next up, we got the women. We've got Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch going up against the Welcoming Committee. What an awful name of... I can't remember who's in it. It's Carmella, it's Natalia, and Tamina. They're not going to win. I don't see the Welcoming Committee winning. I think they've been causing havoc on Smackdown Live, but I think this is where the team of Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi will get a victory, and they should. Those three are definitely stronger than the three that are in the Welcoming Committee. The other thing to watch out for with this match is a heel turn. A lot of people think it could be Charlotte. Could be Becky, you don't know. They might properly swerve us. Nah, I don't know about that. Charlotte feels better as a heel, so probably would make sense. But I'm not sure what they would have as a program going forward unless you did Charlotte versus Becky, and would now feel too soon for that. Not sure. You'd have to imagine that's going to happen at some point. Next up, we got the Usos against Breezango. I will be cheering Breezango on. I really want them to pick up the victory. I don't see it happening. The reason I don't see it happening is because of the New Day returning. Now, when the New Day come back, they're surely going to go after the titles. You know, they are the biggest tag team in that division. And I don't see them going after Breezango. I see them going after the heels. And those heels are surely going to be the Usos. So I think for the future program, it's going to have to be the Usos. I really hope that Breezango put in really strong, really solid performance. And, you know, give themselves a bit of credibility in the ring. I don't want this, you know, they do that fantastic joking stuff, the Fashion Files. They've got that perfectly to a T. But I don't want it to be a case that they're a joke in the ring, because they're not. Tyler Breeze really can go. Fandango, I haven't seen Fandango in a competitive match in so long. I don't even know anymore. I'm sure that he can. He used to be able to. So let's see. I think the Usos win, but I'll be cheering on Breezango. Next, we've got Shinsuke Nakamura going up against Dolph Ziggler. This is mouth-watering. This is very reminiscent of Nakamura against Sami Zayn from TakeOver last year. Now, it's going to be Shinsuke. There's no way Shinsuke is going to lose his debut. That would be mental. They've got a real megastar in Shinsuke Nakamura, and they need him to connect. He's not going to connect with a loss unless he's somehow cheated out of it or whatever. But I see Shinsuke picking up the victory. I see this being a fantastic match. I see this being the opportunity that Dolph Ziggler's been waiting for. Dolph Ziggler, you know, very frustrated, not picking up victories. I don't see him picking up the victory here. He's not going to need to. If he can just put in a hell of a match, this is your moment, Dolph. This really is your moment. You are in there with one of the best, and one of the hottest wrestlers in the world right now. Steal the show. That's what you keep claiming that you do. Now is your opportunity to do it. This is huge for Dolph Ziggler. Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. I am going with Kevin Owens again to hammer this point home. They need heels. You know, they find themselves in a situation where they've had to use Jinder Mahal as the main heel going after the WWE Championship because there's this gap. So they've gone with Jinder, right? But they need to build up more credible heels. They need Kevin Owens to come through this, and then I can see him having a match against Shinsuke Nakamura at the next pay-per-view for the US title. So I think KO wins. KO against AJ, though, on this show could steal the show. Both of them absolutely fantastic. This is going to be very reminiscent of Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn and all of those fantastic match of the year contenders from last year. So again, one to watch. And really, one to watch is the main event for a very, very different reason. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. This is the most prestigious prize for me in wrestling. You know, you think about some of the greats that have held that belt. You're going back to the likes of the Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. You know, you're talking about big names, whether you like them or not. They are big names. They are main eventers. Jinder Mahal does not fit into that group. He came out of nowhere. He won that, was it a fatal four-way, was it? Or a five-way? I can't quite remember now. But I remember he won one match, that #1 contenders match, and that was it. He gets a shot at the most prestigious prize in wrestling. I think that they just needed someone to face Orton for this pay-per-view. They got Jinder Mahal in, and it's job done to a point. I mean, if Jinder wins, I honestly don't know how I'm going to feel, because yes, it's going to be a shock. It's going to be a moment. We'll remember it to a degree, I'd imagine. You know, God, do you remember when they put the belt on Jinder Mahal? So it will be a talking point, but I don't think it's a talking point that I want. So I'm fine with them giving Jinder a push. Give him a secondary title. Give him the US title if you have to. But not the WWE Championship. So I'm going to go with Orton, and I'll be cheering Orton as well. And then I think maybe we build towards Orton against AJ Styles, which I know is a match AJ wants, and it's certainly a match that I want to see as well. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments below. If you like the video, please give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out the channel, because we'll have reaction videos and review videos and loads of videos. There's loads of videos to come. So don't miss out on any of that. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.